Kiddo. Bro really said kid, bro.
Who said you're stupid? I said why. Bro refuses to elaborate.
Bro can't even spell you correctly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look away for
She
1
spelled
second, you
child.
stop fighting children.
I'm gonna drive by this stable. I didn't hit him. No way.
Fascinating.
That did. Nice. Did he hit you?
Tail hit. Did nothing.
Oh, nice.
I won't block you in. 2. I think he's friends on a macro script.
Yes. Huh?
1, 2, 3. Swing. Other side swing.
Is bro actually using a macro?
2, 3. Yeah.
Nah. See, they're gonna need water eventually. Fucking baby Kelly. Being a racist. Wow.
Turkish scum, how's your income? So just, yeah, just,
Oh, racism.
let me just be racist online. What a beast.
I say it was a nice range to drive by it. Ow, that hurt. Actually, no, it didn't.
Respect it. Just
Don't block me in, Mr. Quick.
Just like add him to the group and just be like, I respect.
Respect. You want to do a drive-by or do you want me to do it?
Ow. That hit, okay.
Bro sensed you coming, bro. Bro sensed your aura.
Oh, I can just do this. Easy. Watch. Easy. Just sit down. Dumb. Now I'm gonna be back at 50 immediately. Cool.
And you
Is she okay?
imagine a 9-year-old just going, you smell so bad.
Smell nasty.
You smell so really awful. Say, I've never been.
Entry like shit. Bro does not know what Turkish delight is. I already went up 6 whole %. Awesome. In that
Nice.
short amount of time.
I just asked the child their location.
I don't give a shit.
This is funny, but I have your IP address.
Just look up Yeah Boy on Steam ID Finder. Is your friend code?
Is this your friend code?
Is this your friend code? See, Stego's starting to pussy off now.
Yep. Ladino's coming over here to drink probably.
I still see him. He's right in front of me.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. And then ooh, Stego, fuck. I'm just gonna do this. I dare you, little kid. This is probably the most fucking infuriating shit they've ever seen. The opponent just sitting there in front of them. Disrespectfully, I swear.
I'm just constantly going for fucking bites on this Stego. Like, he's like, what are you talking about? It's pushing out. I bet the Dino's hoping that we fuck up, get low, and he'll kill us, and he'll be like, ah, ha, ha, I killed you, you're so dog shit. Shut the fuck up, kid. First, we're gonna kill your Stego. Then we're gonna kill you.
Yep.
Oh my god, your Stego pussied out when he stopped trying to attack me because I kept biting his fucking tail over and over and over again.
If the Stego crosses, he
dies. He dies. He actually dies.
Did he hit you?
Yeah, he did hit me.
Oh.
But it did like fucking nothing somehow.
I'm at 61% already. Oh, nice.
Now just wait.
Yep.
His Stego friend's getting very, very good at guessing when I'm gonna come in. So I'm gonna try and bait him with that. I wanna see. Can he actually see me go in? He's coming back towards you, Jay?
I know. He's protecting his friend from drinking. Oh no. Which is actually good for me because yeah, the second I go in water, they leave. They hit you, I'm guessing.
Tail hit. I'm down to 50. I'm so good.
Ooh, go up to the surface very quick and then see if he baits as a bait.
What, near him or?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. That did nothing. Lily, tip of the tail. Awesome sauce. Here, go in for a little, like a, what's it called, a bait charge thing.
Throws it in the water.
Where is he? Where is
Up
he?
ahead.
Yep. We have stamina too. I see him. He's fucking running. Oh my. What a kid. What a child.
Goes fast though. I'll give him that.
Yeah. You should have gone left. It's faster.
Alright, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Come on, land here.
I don't see anything now. I see him here. There he is. Oh wait, that's a different one. Is it? Yeah, no, it's a different one. Oh well.
No, he's at Outstanding, I think. I think that's him.
Is it? But he was black. Yeah, probably him then. Our tread is faster than theirs, so.
And bro's going deep into the forest. It's going deep.
You're gonna get him eventually.
Yeah, I know. Bro's just always. I mean, it might actually be a different one. He's starting to gain now.
Ugh.
You know what? I think we turn back and then just wait for him to fucking dehydrate.
Yep.
Yeah. It's so stupid. Bro was talking so much shit and then just pussied out.
Yep.
That shit annoys me so much. It's funny, but it's so annoying. It's like, come on. Don't shit talk unless you can actually back it up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just a pussy. Right? Like...
Wait, stop moving. You hear that?
Yeah, there's a stagger ahead of us.
Yep. No, it's not. Oh, fuck, he can't see me. I need your help right now.
I don't know what to do, bro.
I'm gonna die here. I don't care. Kill him, kill him, kill him. You have to do it. Oh, no, wait, there's the dinos. It's fucking pussies. That's the only way they can kill us. Wow.
Wow.
The only way they can kill us. Funny.
And they're saying easy. Bro, that was not easy for you. The fuck are you on about?
You know what? Now I'm just gonna hop on EKG for now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head out for now.
Alright, see you, see you.
That's so fucking...
I'm
So, I'm perfectly fine to admit when I make mistakes, and I'm perfectly fine releasing videos like that where I get absolutely wrecked due to stupid decisions. This is because while I may be egotistical, I am at least humble enough to understand that I can help all of you potential egoists become better at the game and not make the same dumb mistakes that I do. First of all, we're going to have a talk about the... How'd you say? The... Damn it, why can I not think for some reason? The attitude of yeah boy. So if you see someone called yeah boy, just fucking kill them, I guess. Why not? This player was clearly trying to be racist towards Turkish people after saying my name, which is, I mean, understandable. If you want to attack someone based on a quality of their ancestry or perceived ancestry or anything about it, that would be the way that you would do it, right? For example, if someone had a name like, I don't know, Punjabi King or something, if I wanted to offend them, I could just make a bunch of jokes about, you know, Indian people, for example. I'm assuming Punjabi is a language in India, I'm fairly sure. I may just come off as very ignorant. Or if someone was called, like, I don't know, like, what the fuck is a kilometer? Eagle noises. I could just make a joke about Americans and try to piss them off. Where do my opinions lie on this attitude? Me personally, I don't see the point of it, especially as their attitude wasn't to make a joke, it was to try to offend me. Unfortunately, it didn't offend me, rip to them, I suppose, and that's because I genuinely don't really care. I've spent enough time on the internet, and I've done enough personal opinions about the game to get backlash to those opinions, and I take those constructive criticisms on board, and then I reformulate my ideas. There is no way for me to reformulate any conceived notions I have about myself based on an attack towards what they perceive to be my race. I will not say what my race is. I have said that I live in Britain. I said that I am very British, and I sound rather British. So you would therefore assume that I am British, but if you just see my name, and I get this a lot, especially from Turkish people, who will then, you know, try to speak to me in Turkish, and so I reply to them back in Turkish, and they keep talking in Turkish, and I don't understand what they're saying. So I then have to then say, I don't understand what you're saying, my brother, please help. How do you deal with people like this? This is now becoming a much more philosophical and deep talk, which I can do, but it's not as I don't find it as interesting to talk to you guys about deeper philosophical concepts and ideas of society, even though I love talking about it, because I don't think it's interesting to you guys. unless of course you find this sort of discussion interesting, and in which case join my streams and actually ask me questions, and we can have discussions, which I think could be quite fun to talk about life, how you should live your life, what sort of values I have about certain things. To start off with, I would say that you have to be good at brushing things off, which sounds very, very stupid when you say it out loud, because it's effectively the same as just play better or get good. But it's more of a mindset. It's like, there is nothing that someone behind a screen can do to hurt your day, effectively. The way that you go about your day will not be affected by these people. You could, however, take it to heart, and it would ruin your complete day. You'd be like, oh, this person said something mean about me. I can't deal with it. I can't enforce, and I don't think it is correct to enforce a situation where someone says something mean or, you know, racist or derogatory or whatever, and then you just bandwagon onto them and then kill them or whatever, right? Because what's that going to achieve, really? It's not really going to achieve. You've silenced that one person, you now have to silence them all. And then you reach into the point of subjective viewpoints of what is offensive. For example, recently on Twitter, the word spooky has been called racist towards the black communities in America. This is due to the fact that during the Second World War, American troops would call their black counterparts spooks, for example. And there was a squad name for a part of the Air Force that was a black run Air Force, and they were called the Spookswaffen, right? So that's where it comes from, and it's now deemed as a derogatory term. It probably was used back then as a slightly derogatory term, but obviously the word spook comes from I'm fairly sure it's a Norwegian term for how they talk about the word, like sinister or ominous. And obviously, as England has been colonized by different European countries throughout its history, it's incorporated certain words. Of course it did. It's why the English language has lots of words that come from France, that come from Germany, that come from Scandinavian countries. You know, we have a giant mishmash from our language. And obviously, a lot of European languages derive their words from Latin, for example. It's why we all have the Latin alphabet, A, B, C, D, etc., etc., etc. So once you get that mindset kind of into your head, there is nothing that they can say to you that would actually upset you, really, if you really think about it. Now, unless, of course, they start harassing you online by finding out, like, your socials and harassing you, in which case they have actually committed an offense that can be reported and be punished by law, which is, of course, harassment. You can, be called out for harassment and actually face charges for this. So that's how I would do it. I would try and find a way to get legal action, which sucks when it happens to you, but that is the way I would deal with it. I'm not, however, saying that you should just go around and be racist to people and not harass them. It's like I don't know how to explain it properly, but there's a line. I don't want someone like Yeah Boy to just be completely removed off the face of the earth because he was trying to offend me. Because what he, she, they, it likely is a teenager who just got upset because we were hunting other Dino players and they were mixed packing with a Stego and we tried to kill their Stego. And they were like, oh, don't do this to me, fuck you guys. And it's like, he had no ammunition really, because he knew that he was playing scummy. So some of the things he said were, for example, Turkish scum, how's your income, bud, with 2 Ds. Ha 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 ha. And then he was basically saying that he just hates Turkish people. He could, however, be a Serbian, for example, or an Armenian, in which case you could then, this is why I'm saying it's more complex, in which case you could then have a thing where, like, I would perfectly understand if an Armenian disliked Turkey due to the atrocities that Turkey committed against Armenia. But then you could also have the Turkish perspective about this from history, where obviously there were Armenians that did terrorist attacks in Istanbul. So you have a thing of, like, it just gets complicated. Do you see what I mean? Or if they were Serbian, you had also the Serbian and Turkish wars and conflicts that happened. So I can understand it. However, in the same vein that I am like, what people say to me cannot hurt me, the things that happened in history cannot hurt me in the present day because they have already happened. You know, like, if that makes sense. Like, I have had friends throughout my time when I was living in London, for example, who are Indian. I have co-workers who are Indian. Me as a British person, obviously you have the British Empire, which was also back then called the Britino-Indian Empire. They were seen as two parts of an equal. It's why India had actually quite a lot of share and stock within British stuff like that. We had exports of tea, for example, from there. We were working alongside them. Doesn't mean that we didn't do bad things to them, especially in World War II, where Churchill, the hero that he is for fighting against racism, effectively genocided a whole bunch of Indian people, because that's what you do when you're the heroes in history. So it's complicated. But the main thing I would say is that if you want to deal with trolls, there is a way that you can do it. And I've actually come to this conclusion rather recently in thinking about how I wanted to tackle this subject here. Which is that if someone is trying to piss you off, there's a very, very simple way to completely invalidate anything that they say. And what I see a lot of people do is that someone tries to troll them, and they try to speak rationally with this person to explain why they're being stupid. There is an issue with this. In essence, they know that they are being stupid, right? They don't care. Your reaction of trying to talk rationally comes across as you being triggered. They will say, oh, you're being triggered, you're being annoyed, ha 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 ha, fuck you, fuck you. What you have to do instead, and I've learnt this, you have to drown them out with noise, right? So if you see in the video, there are lots of times where he just goes like, lol, and ha 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 ha, and just says random fucking shit, and then it says easy at the end. I'll be talking about the mistakes in the game after this, more social talk. What you have to do, if you're playing with a friend, especially if you're playing with a friend, and if you are playing solo, you can still do this, is simply just flood the chat with all caps, ha, ha 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 ha, and just lol with an extortionate amount of O's, right? And you just flood the chat with that. So anything that they said gets pushed all the way up, and every time they say something, it instantly fucking disappears. Especially if you copy and paste this. If you just copy paste a whole wall of just ha in caps, you can just continue to do this. Because there is nothing that they can attack you about when you are just flooding them with noise. I played a game called SCP Secret Laboratory with my mate, and we weren't too good at playing the SCPs because we had been practicing a lot at playing D-class personnel. I'm not going to explain the game to you, just follow along. We played a lot of the human characters instead of the monster characters. So we decided to play the monster characters, in which the monsters, like the humans, have to work together to kill the humans, for example, before the humans escape or become strong enough to kill the monsters. We weren't too good at our roles, and there were two people who we had killed, and I was playing a character that could revive dead people into like zombies, so I revived them as zombies because I killed them. They must have been salty that I had killed them because they were shit-talking the entire time that I was trying to kill them, until I basically lured them into a trap and cornered them and then killed them. Well played, I guess. And then they decided to call me and my friend a faggot, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. Obviously, me and my friends are not gay for each other. At least, I mean, maybe, I guess a tiny bit, you know? You know how it is between the bros. There's a certain level of, sexual chemistry in there that everyone can agree with. If you don't, maybe you have the wrong group of friends. You will always have that one friend that says the most sus things possible, and then completely denies that he ever said it whenever you bring it up to him, which is always funny. But what we decided to do was just actually try to cooperate with the rest of our team and ignore them while they were constantly shit-talking. And we just tried to explain to them that, well, we're new to these roles, we haven't played it too much, so we don't entirely know what we're doing. But if you want to help us get better, that'll be a better use of our time. They didn't care. They just wanted to shit-talk. And eventually they ended up pissing up the entire server to a degree, and then I think they actually got kicked out of that server. So all's well ends well. But if me and my friend, because the game has open comms where you can talk into your microphone to talk to your teammates, if we had just decided to scream into our mics for like 5 minutes straight, nothing they would have said to us matters. Like they call us, you're a faggot, you're fucking bum buddy over there, oh, you're bum buddy, and we're just screaming down our mics and just laughing as loud as we can. They're going to think that we're weird. Because that is now the only attack that they have, is to call you weird, to call you strange. Like, well, why are you doing this? You're being so weird, you're being so strange. Because there's no counter. Plus the annoyance for them of any retort they are trying to make towards you being drowned out by noise. There is a famous quote that I love, which is you don't argue with an idiot because they will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Now, a lot of people take that quote in the correct way, which is you just don't talk to an idiot. You just say, yeah, you're right, and you leave the conversation. I however take it a different way, which is also the way that I take the book Moby Dick. I know this is a very big tangent, but you have to just follow my line of logic and you'll learn a lot about me as a person. In the book Moby Dick, you obviously have Captain Ahab, who is hunting down the great whale, right? And the whale is meant to be a metaphor for kind of like a lot of things. You can treat it as a metaphor for the environment, or you can treat it as the unavoidable, fate that we all reach, which is death, destruction, loss. You could treat it as a metaphor for dreams that we have that eventually consume us. Obviously, the whale, everyone knows the story, kind of. It doesn't that consume everything Ahab has and holds close to him. However, my interpretation is that what if Ahab tried just a little bit harder and was just a tiny bit more obsessive about killing this whale? What if he put everything into his being to kill this whale? The whale probably would have died, but then it ruins the meaning of the story, which is you can't, basically. You lose, my friend. Go home. So with the story of the quote about talking and arguing with idiots, my interpretation is that if you get better at arguing with people in the most idiotic way possible, you've already beaten them with experience because they're used to just being stupid and they win because you frustrate yourself. But if you be more obnoxious and annoying, they lose effectively, right? That is my idea to go ahead. Effectively, my whole philosophy with trolls is to beat the trolls with more trolling. That's it, right? Because the second someone starts trolling you or trying to annoy you, they have initiated the rules of the game. It is whoever gets more pissed off first loses. So just piss them off. Don't be racist or offensive towards them, but just piss them off in the way that I said. Just spam with fucking all caps the entire screen and just keep spamming it. Eventually they'll just give up because what can they do when you're just screaming down the mic at them, effectively? And when I mean screaming, I don't mean like angry, upset screaming, like, how are you this? I literally just mean like, I'm not going to do it, but banshee wails basically is what I'm talking about. But now we're going to talk about the actual game and what we did wrong. What we did wrong is that despite us finding it funny, we wanted to kill this croc. The devs, in their wisdom, decided to not only make sub-dinos faster in water swimming than adults, but also make them faster on land than the adults, which means that you cannot catch them, effectively. That's what it is, which I think is very, very bad, because there is a way to escape from adult crocs, is to go onto land and run away, right? The issue with this is that the river system in the game isn't, complicated enough to allow you to escape the river and get into another river. On the flip side, this player, who got pissed off at us, was on land the entire time to be protected by a stego. If he was in water, he could have swam away up the river, then gone onto land, and then wrapped back round. We can't get him, right? We'll be wasting our time. So if he would have just played normally, he wouldn't have had to deal with us trying to kill him. So when he runs away, we decide it's going to be smart to chase after him, right? Because we want him dead. He's been annoying. We think, why not? It'll be funny. But also just for content was a whole part of it. You can also view how we fight the stego in this situation, which is to keep stacking base or tail shots, because base or tail shots do the same amount of damage as a body shot. And it takes around, I forget how much it is. I think it's like 6 to 7 headshots to kill a stego in the head. So it will take around like 15 body shots to kill a stego. So basically, after doing 7, he gets to half health. He will then back away, and you just rinse and repeat. The stego eventually will just have to fuck off, because its bleed will also be increasing. In deciding to chase after him, we put ourselves into a trap in which we went for the wrong subcroc somehow. This was my fault, as I thought I'd found the right one. And we were even discussing it at the time of whether or not it was the wrong one. And me being stupid, I assumed it was the right one, which was my biggest mistake. So we eventually chased him on land. What happened was that what we should have done in this situation was not chase the subcroc on land. We should have just accepted that the subcroc gets away, guard the water. in us not doing this and instead being too overzealous, we get ourselves killed, right? And I'm perfectly fine to show that. If I would have worked with Jay a bit better, we could have actually killed the Stego, and we probably should have killed the Stego. I decided instead to start attacking the Croc instead of killing the Stego. We maybe actually could have killed the Stego because it was already still weakened from the last time. So that was my fault, basically. We actually could have killed the Stego. We wouldn't be able to kill the Croc, but we would have killed the Stego. So it's all a bit shit. That's about all I can really say for this entire conversation. So yeah, that's it. Just don't make the same mistake I did. And I'm hopefully have allowed you to deal with people being annoying more easily, right? So that's about all. That's what I really wanted to do, was just help you guys out by showing you this clip. It's also funny that we annoyed someone so much they became racist. So, who cares? See you in the next one. Fuck off. Do something better with your time. Also like and subscribe. Peace.